All right, everybody, welcome to the channel. We're going to do a quick overview of my Templar setup I've put together. There's probably other builds out there like that. I'm going to do a quick rundown, try to get you guys in and out. So, first thing, let me go ahead and get the stats out the way for you guys. These are the stats on the Magplar. Really, really good. Um, a really solid setup. So we have 36,000 spell damage. Fully buffed out, we have 3,200 spell damage. Really, really good. So the way that this setup works is we have two Grothar, five Kaganax, and it's not golded out. The only thing you really need to gold out is the weapons. And then we have Rings of Transmutation, and on our back bar we have Trans Sword and Board. So the way that the setup works is you would proc the trans on your back bar. It will put you pretty much at max crit resistance, and then that way you're tanky. This is all light armor as well. So you're tankier, you have more damage, you have penetration and everything. Really, really good. The way that I like to run it is on skill wise, we have Breath of Life. The reason you use Breath of Life over Honor of the Dead is if you're around somebody, let's say you're in a 1vx situation, and if you're about to die and you try to hit it, but the guy who comes and wants to jump in and save you has lower health than you, he'll catch the Honor of the Dead before you, therefore you die. It's one of those situations where you want to make sure you get that heal, so we use Breath of Life. Next, we have Elusive Mist. It's going to be your mobility, it's going to be your damage mitigator as well, help on that sorting board. Really, really good ability. Sometimes it's iffy, we all know. You still get snared and things like that, but it does mitigate a lot of damage. Next, Purifying Light. You can put this on the front bar. You can mix it with Structured Entropy, however you want. If you want more max health on your back bar when you're healing, then that's you. I prefer having it back here. Really, really good. What I like to do in my rotation is I'll proc the Purifying Light, throw the Vampire's Bane, then Entropy, Toppling Charge in. Toppling Charge is buggy, but it's really a good gap closer, honestly. Sets them off unbalanced. Get the jabs in, Purifying Light goes off. Usually KO in the story. Extended Ritual. You want to use this one to make sure you get those extra dots off of you. Make sure you can heal better and things like that. Next, I use Channeled Focus over the other morph. The reason I use Channeled Focus is because I don't have a resto staff, so therefore my recovery, I don't get anything really back from doing heavy attacks. This kind of helps. I can pop this, go into Mist Form, get Magicka back. Helps with recovery and sustaining. Next, we have the Sorting Board ulti. This ulti here is really, really strong, really good. Pop this when you have the trans activated or if you're getting zerged. I like to pop it in a 1v2 situation if I have a Sork in the distance or a snipe spammer. They're taking all that damage back at them while I'm focusing on my main target, a Nightblade that's up close or anything. So that target that's in the distance is really hurting himself. And I don't really have to do too much. We'll probably do a Radiant Oppression in the story. Front bar, we have Toppling Charge, Structured Entropy, Radiant Oppression, Vampire's Bane, and the Sweeps. And then Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is just the best ulti in the game right now. Magpars don't really have any good ultimates themselves. But Dawnbreaker is just always clutch, really, really strong. I would recommend it. It's a good knockdown group CC as well. Let's get into passives. We have everything under the Aedric Spear, everything under Dawn's Wrath, everything under Restoring Light. I think Magpar, you do need all passives. It's not one of those classes you can pick and choose. You kind of need them all. Sorting Board, like I said, we have the ulti. Every passive under the Sorting Board really, really works. Dual Wield, you want to get 2 points into this. I only have one right now. I'm working on getting the second one. It's going to help with your damage. Light Armor, every passive. Every passive. You're going to need them all. It's really going to help out with the build, damage, and sustain as well. Next, Vampire. You are a vampire. I have everyone. I mean, you really don't need like the Dark Stalker unless you're just in a group ganking or anything, but I've never seen a ganking Magplar. It's probably one out there though. Probably uses it. The main one you want to focus on is the supernatural recovery and the undeath passive. It's going to mitigate a lot of damage. Once again, sword and board. You just become really tanky. I honestly am a big advocate on saying you don't need heavy armor on a Magplar. Breath of Life gets the job done, the purifying in the rune. It's really about making sure you stay out of line of sight. You kite, you don't let your target just have full, just aim at you and just rip you to shreds. Like you're in light armor, so you know. Uh, Dawnbreaker, of course, Undaunted. You want to make sure you get your passives from the assault and support tree. It's going to help out. I am a high elf as well. High elf is probably the best way to go. I hear Breton's pretty good. I prefer high elf though. Um, and then the final thing is, what Mondays do I run? I run the Atronach for recovery because I am sword and board. Now, the biggest thing is, and we're going to go into the armor sets. What does transmutation do? Recovery, recovery. Let's get the whole setup. Recovery, recovery, spell crit, and when you heal the target with the heal over time ability, you grant them 1274 critical resistance for 20 seconds. You'll know when it activates, and I'll show you here. You take damage, it procs off a purifying ritual or extended ritual. You'll know when it procs because they have those blue orbs. It's a really, really good animation. It's really easy to see. You know when you have it. Therefore, you're tanky at this point. It lasts for 20 seconds, which is a really long time in a fight. Next, we have two Turok swords, two Turok pack swords. I have spell damage glyphs on them. What I do is when I top and charge in, my opponent's knocked down, I'll do a light or heavy attack to proc these real quick to get the extra spell damage. And then I go in with the jabs. Make sure I get that good kill in there. Move on to my next target. Grothar. A lot of people say, why not Falcon Scoria? I honestly, I figured it's a lot harder to time my burst with Falcon Scoria. Yes, it does apply pressure, but so does Grothar. Falcon Scoria, to me, it's kind of harder to get that everything to go off at the right time. With Grothar, once I see that red flame around me, I'm top on charging in there, putting pressure on my opponent. Kaganax. A lot of people say, why Kags? Julianos is a really good set. The thing with Julianos, like, you're not getting a lot back in return for that 5-piece. With Kags, you get max magicka, recovery, max health, and then let's say you do run in a group of friends or whatever. It's going to reduce the time that it takes to res them by a fourth, 25%, which is really, really good on a Templar with the passive that they get for resing and with the passive from the support in PvP. So you can literally pick somebody up, get back into the fight, and things like that. And then you still get spell damage. Crit to me really isn't important because everyone's wearing Impen. Maybe next patch things will change. But as far as right now goes, the Templar, I think Kags is a better fit for it. Like I said, nothing's really golded out. Everything's purple. If you did gold it, you'll probably have better stats. But I just feel like the weapons are the only thing that you really need to gold out. Purple gear is really fine. Gold is just kind of over the top with it. But this is the Magplar build, guys. I've enjoyed my time. Everybody knows I'm really a Stanblade, but this Magplar, I've been loving it, been enjoying it. So I hope you guys do too. Hope you guys test it out. Give me some feedback, and let me know how things work out for you. And yeah, Kags, Julianos. Julianos is more for your solo. Like I said, if you feel like you can sustain with that, then that's, it's good. Trans will give you a lot of recovery. Julianos will give you a lot more DPS. So test it out, guys. Let me know what you think. If you have another setup that works with it, I would love to hear back. And thank you all for tuning in. More damage and heals. Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to get back. I think that was a pretty good build video. I think we hit everything that we needed. Oh, man. My squad was over here fighting this whole time. I'm over here just chilling. Live from the toilet, flushing out. No, that's corny.
Used to doing bad, now we feel like we just now getting there. Ain't got no other way, so we started and finished it. motion, that's what business is. Lord have mercy on the witnesses.
But this man is just really, this is horrible. This man is a Khajiit what? What are you? More pain, got me begging, begging, begging. More pain. Oh, I didn't do the CP layout. Ha! Get fucked. Did not do the CP layout. You guys let me sit here. Well, guys, didn't do the CP layout. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? I hate. I love you guys so much. I love you guys.
The world stops, drops and rolls. It's judgment day off I drill. Yeah, I pour out my heart, have a drink. They say the drunk never lie.
We'll leave it be. We'll leave it be. The CP layout for whoever asked, I'll show you. I do apologize. 100 into the magician. Just add it to the description. My man, Kevin Bacon. That's what I'm talking about. 100 into the magician. 55 in Arcanus. 27 in the Shadow Ward. 18 in the Tumbling. Edit it. Yeah, I don't have a video editor. 27 in the Blessed. 35 in the Elfborn. 90 in the Elemental Expert. 48 in the Thermitage. Edit it in, boy. How do I do that, Bllurry? 37 into Resistant. 67 in the Hardy, 66 in the Ellie Defender. And then 30 in the Quick Recovery. And that's for whoever asked. I do apologize. I almost forgot. It did slip my mind. So I do apologize. You high elf? Yes, I am a high elf.